Hey, it's me, Vicky Marie. And first thing I'm going to do is light the candle for Sebastian. Because we still do not know what has happened to Sebastian Rogers. It's like, it's a total and complete shit show. Sorry, excuse the French, I'm swearing already. I'm tired. I've done a lot of videos today. I nearly wasn't going to do this live tonight. Because I do really feel like I sort of need a break. There's a lot of news coming in all at once. You know, once I start with a case, I've got to sort of go through with it. And of course, it's been Mika Miller, the Anna Knezevich. I've done a video about Anna, but I haven't released it yet. Another update. There's just so much news. And then, of course, Sebastian, all the things that are going on about him. Where is Sebastian Rogers? ¿Dónde está Sebastian? Do you know, I need to look on the Spanish news, actually. I never even thought of that. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll be looking on the Spanish news to see if they've got what they're saying about it. Because sometimes you just get a different perspective. But where is he? You know, all this crap that's going on, the rumours, the arguments, or are they really arguments, you know, between the Proudfoots and Seth? Or are they just, you know, Facebook, YouTube has made me feel sick, honestly. I've felt ashamed to be a YouTuber sometimes during this Sebastian Rogers case, because some of the things that are said, and of course people take up on what popular YouTubers say. The rumours, and some of the rumours are horrible, and they may be true. It may be that the Proudfoots have got something to do with it. It might be that Chris Proudfoot is a total horrible person. I don't know, but it just feels there's so many rumours, just so much, and sometimes it's engendered by YouTubers. And it's, I felt differently about YouTubers that I quite liked before, because I don't like the way it's being used. Anyway, we're YouTubers. I'm a YouTuber, do the YouTube videos that I think people will be interested in. But to be honest, I don't really do it like that. I do the YouTube videos that I'm interested in, that I want to know the answer to. Never think of the algorithm. I don't think about, because that case is popular and that one isn't. It's, Sebastian Rogers' case took a little while to filter through to me, because I was looking at maybe the Samantha Murphy case, and of course the Anna Knezevich case, which hasn't been a popular one with a lot of YouTubers. It's not about, you've got to have some principles. You've got to do what you care about. Anyway, so today you may have noticed I I'd set this as a live. Then I started doing this video about Anna Knezevich update, which I haven't released yet. I'm thinking, God, how many videos can I do? I've done the video about, I don't mean how many videos can I do, because I'm fed up of doing videos. I never get fed up of doing videos. I get tired. But also I'm thinking, God, my chatterata, they're going to be fed up, going, oh my God, another video. It's like, but try and do what's interesting to me and what I think you'll find interesting. And sometimes I think, I need to have a break. But it's hard to have a break, because there's news coming through all the time. Apparently there's going to be big news coming out soon about Madeleine Soto, because the defence lawyers have asked for information. Once the defence lawyers ask for things, apparently, from the from the authorities or whatever, once they ask for it to be made public, for that to make their defence case, then it's public for everyone. So apparently there's going to be things coming out about Madeleine as well. So, and tomorrow David Knezevich is appearing on a bail hearing. I don't know when I'm going to release that video about Anna. I'll probably release it for later tonight, because the updates are changing so quick in that. I don't feel that I can leave it till tomorrow, because by tomorrow, but there'll be something else coming out, which is a positive thing, because it means the twonk David Knezovic is being looked at. But anyway, so here I go. I'm whinging. I'm not whinging. I'm just tired. I've had a nice day. I've had a nice week. Toca Madeira. Toca Madeira, touch wood. I've had a nice week so far. It's not that I haven't had a good week, but I am tired, and maybe I'm trying to do too many videos. Anyway, let me know what you think. Would you rather have more regular videos, or are you not bothered? Are you? I mean, tomorrow night, obviously, I'll be doing a live because it's members tomorrow night. So, I will definitely be doing that, whatever, but I don't know how to sort of judge it to make it where I'm not doing too many. Or do I just do videos when this news comes out? Anyway, that's where I am with this at the moment. So I'm just going to say hello to everyone before I carry on because in this case, this Sebastian Rogers case, you all know it, you all feel the same. Our head hurts. Our heart hurts because, at the end of the day, a 15-year-old autistic boy has disappeared off the face of the earth, which, as we know, does not happen. It's not been energized up to the starship. Something has happened to Sebastian. He is somewhere. So, but it's a mystery. And then there's so much false information out there. I find it very hard to sift through what is true here and what isn't. Anyway, let me say hello to everybody. See, my voice is going as well. It's a wonder I've even got a voice, to be honest. Hi, Chumba. Hi, Jackie. That's an unusual surname, Copus, isn't it? What surname, what nationality is that surname, Jackie? Hi, Mandy. Hi, David. And of course, a lot of in the chat is you all saying hello to each other, I know. Desi's made it. Hi, Desi. Desi's in the house. She certainly is. Hi, DMV. Now, remember, if I say hello to you twice, sorry, but it's better than not saying hello to you at all. Hi, Simon. Hi, BF. Oh, hay fever. BF's got hay fever. Hi, Amanda. Yeah, antihistamines are good, aren't they? Hi, Jenny. Hi. Oh, Jenny is a new chatter, I think. Yeah, I always sleep well, Desi. Like Desi's saying, I hope you get some rest at some point. I do get rest. I got an hour today. I had a little nap on my chair in between classes. It's not that I don't listen, I'm not complaining. Anyway, never mind. I'm not complaining. I do get rest. I sleep well. It's just that I'm a bit of a workaholic. It's my fault. It's nobody's fault but mine. I have a choice whether I do it or not. But sometimes it just seems like, just like DMV says, it just feels sometimes like everything happens all at once. Sometimes there's I won't say there's no news, there's always something to talk about, but maybe no news about the particular cases that we've been following. And then suddenly it's like, oh God, this, that, and the other, and you can't keep up with it. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Robin. Yeah, it's true. Some of the things that I've said, honestly, I'm not just saying it. And, we're all, at the end of the day, if you're a YouTuber, you want to get views. You want to get views. Of course you do. You won't be doing it otherwise. But at the end of the day, you've got to have some principles. And here's my baby. Here's my baby. I know you all like to see Riley more than you like to see me, really. Yeah. He's like, oh, He knows that I'm on live. He's just an absolute poser, aren't you? You're an absolute poser. He won't leave me alone now. But you're right, it's just got silly now. I mean, you know, you've got to have some principles. If you're a YouTuber, doesn't mean to say you can talk any old crap. Just say, you know, I know some do, and some don't even seem to mind about doing that. But to me, I don't want to do that. You know, I just want to talk about, you know, like when a case affects me in some way, touches me in some way. It's more about that. But anyway, well, okay, let me just make sure I've missed anybody. Now, the other thing though, on here, just saying to Jenny and Robin, we don't know, Katie has not been charged with anything. She hasn't done anything wrong. So we've got to keep an open mind. Imagine if you were a mother who hadn't done anything and people were accusing you of doing something, which does happen. So I think we've got to be aware of that. That's all. That's the way I feel. Nobody has been charged with anything. So nobody is guilty yet, or not officially guilty anyway. So we've just got to see how it goes. Hi, Heather. Well, Robin so Robin's saying, I'm happy Seth passed his lie detector test. They've both taken a lie detector test already with the police, not with Nancy Grace. So we've got to be aware of that. We've always got to take the balance. We've got our opinions. We've all got our opinions. But until there's actually any evidence, we've got to be aware. But the most important thing is Sebastian. So I don't want any attacks on Katie or Chris or anybody. No aspersions cast. We're just looking at the video. We're going to look at some evidence. We're going to look at some videos. We're going to look at Seth's lie detector test. You know, we can't look at Katie and Chris's lie detector test because they did not take them on Nancy Grace. So, you know, we've just got to keep all that in mind. And they did take a lie detector test with the police. They did. So Jenny and Robin, I've got this funny, weird feeling about you. So, you know, please do not cast aspersions on Katie and Chris without any. Not for, I don't know. Maybe Katie did do something. Maybe Chris did something. Maybe or maybe it was absolutely unrelated. But I don't want attacks on them. Hi, Amethyst. I'm sorry, I've just had to remove a couple of people. These are people I don't even, you know, you're not regular chatters. So I put you in timeout. It says that I banned one of them. I didn't ban them. I didn't mean to anyway. I meant to just, ban it. They're in timeout because I'm just not having that. I don't know them for a start. I don't mind people coming on here and giving their opinions. But with, you know, when they've got some evidence to back it up, it just felt like, didn't like that. But anyway, okay. So first thing we're going to look at is this video that came out. Now, I don't know if any of you have seen this. Maybe you have or maybe you haven't. But this is a video of Sebastian at bowling. And at some sort of game, I presume it's some sort of American football, a hockey game. So this is a video that I think was released by Chris and Katie. So I think you can see, especially from the hockey game, it seems a lot more tranquil at the bowling game. But you can see from at the video game, he's quite excitable, isn't he? So, it's like, well, he would be, young lads are. I don't know how old, to me, he looks a bit older on the bowling game. At the hockey game, he's got overstimulated, and, that's what young lads do, and especially with autism. But I don't know about, I think at the bowling game actually looks quite calm. Now these came off, sorry, those came off a video that was on the Cluminati, and I don't know, I think the Cluminati YouTube channel, I think maybe they know Chris and Katie, I don't know. But Chris went on there and he spoke for quite a long time, and I did contact that channel and ask them if I could use their video, but they haven't answered, so I can't show you that, because I don't know if they haven't answered because they don't want me to show the video, or maybe they haven't answered because, well, I don't know why. Maybe they didn't receive the email. I don't know, but I don't want them to obviously, sort of copyright strike me or whatever. So that was not from their video. Someone else had taken that and put it on their Facebook, on the Facebook page. So he's buzzing, exactly. Yeah, where's Nightbot when you need it, DMV? Nightbot, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not using Nightbot at the moment. I'm trying to just, I keep it, I haven't got enough chatters yet, if you like, or enough people coming onto the chat to warrant Nightbot. Well, Nightbot got rid of my regular chatters. I wouldn't mind if they got rid of the ones that I wasn't that sure about, but they put Desi and Rio in jail, and they're like, I know they're okay. So I don't know. DMV, I think, isn't that Cluminati's cousin or something? I'm sure they said they were cousins, so I think that's why I went on. But I don't know for sure. To be honest, I don't know anything in this case. To be honest, this case is a total. It's one of them cases, isn't it, that you just don't know. So enough that tonight, again, I've had to write down a list of all the things I want to show you, because there's so many things I want to show you and I don't want to forget anything. So the first thing I wanted to show you was the video of him bowling and the thing. Hi, Gillian. Yeah, do you know what, Simon? Oh, that was the wrong one. Sorry, Gillian. It's not that I don't want to show you a message. Nightbot is like the weapon of mass destruction. But it is, but you know what? Sometimes you need a weapon of mass destruction. But Nightbot, it didn't seem to be able to differentiate between the ones, no, I don't want to be kicked off, and the ones that, yes, I do want to be kicked off. But anyway, never mind. Yeah. I don't know, DMV is the answer to that. Like everything in this case, I don't know. It's just, I feel like I just keep saying, oh, well, I don't know. Well, it could be, but I don't know. But anyway, so what's the next thing I want to say? Oh, so I want to talk about the debunked photo. So I think all of us, I'm not going to show the photo because the mother of the real person, so there was a photo of Sebastian circulating, or a supposed photo of Sebastian circulating on social media, and it had been reported to the police as well. And in fact, even Seth, now Chris Proudfoot said it was not Sebastian. I think Katie said it was not Sebastian, but Katie's been very quiet. I suspect Katie's frightened to death to say anything because everyone jumps on what she says anyway. Maybe she has got something to hide. I don't know. But, you know, it's either because she's got something to hide or because everyone jumps on her. Anyway, so this photo came out, didn't it? And it was, hi, Joanne. This photo came out and everyone thought it was Sebastian, and even Seth thought it was Sebastian. So then this week, the police have said definitely not Sebastian. So they've looked into it. They took them a long time to say it wasn't him. So we have to presume that they did investigate it properly. Anyway, they've investigated it and the police said it wasn't Sebastian. And now the mother of the actual boy who it was has come out. So let's have a look at her post. So this lady is called Bonnie Moretz Diaz, and she said, these pics are of my son Josiah, not the missing boy Sebastian Rogers. And that is me in the pink shirt. So she says that is her in the pink shirt. Please remove all posts and pics of my son and me off Facebook, please. I pray you do find your son safely. Now, Seth said again on Nancy Grace, the interview that we're going to see, he said again that he thought that this was Sebastian. But anyway, it's not Sebastian, apparently. So what I want to show you as well, oh God, did I just put that window? I've always put the wrong window down. Yeah. What I want to show, oh, actually, I've got the photo of it because what has been, I want to show you a photo of the boy who it was, which I hummed and hawed whether to show you a photo of the boy who it actually is, but Bonnie's son. But this photo is a public photo on a public Facebook. So, you know, I don't feel bad about sharing it because it's still public on her Facebook. So let me get the photo up and you will see also, I do think it's important to see why people thought it was Sebastian. You know, because I don't want people going around still saying, oh, well, I think it's really... Someone was saying on Facebook, this is the stupid things that people say, oh, well, did they have a DNA test to make sure it wasn't him? Oh, come on. This woman has come on and said this is her son. So, you know, it's her son. Now, if I show you the photo, so this is the woman, the blonde woman. I don't know who the other boy is, but this is her son, Josiah. He is the spit of Sebastian. I mean, he is. So you can quite easily see why people would people would think that this was Sebastian, you know, because they do look really alike. So, you know, I'm sorry I hope she doesn't get, if she ever sees this, I hope she doesn't get upset. But I just think it's important to show how much they are alike, so people understand why Hosea was thought to be Sebastian. He does look like him. He does look like him. Okay, so there you go. I'm going to take that off now. Yeah, a doppelganger, Charlie. Okay, so that was the next thing I wanted to show you about the debunked photo. So now we're going to look. I'm going to have a bathroom break already. I think I'm on the cranberry juice. I think this cranberry juice, it makes you want to go to the loo. I'm going to put on the video now. Finally, Nancy Grace has released the video talking about the lie detector test. Now, do you know what, personally? I'm not buying this. And I'll tell you why I'm not buying it. Because why has it taken so long for this information to come out? Whenever, again, loads of this has been, hasn't it been about 2 weeks? Does it take that long? Maybe. There was all, again, rumors on Facebook, rumors on YouTube that Seth fell asleep through the video, that this happened, that happened, all these different things that were a load of rubbish now, according to Nancy. And don't forget, I know she starts off this video and going through the credentials of the person that she got to do the lie detector test, and I'm sure his credentials are brilliant. But at the end of the day, this is not a police lie detector test, which Chris Proudfoot and Katie apparently have passed a police lie detector test. Despite what the two trolls were saying earlier that came on, there must be trolls because they haven't come back. They can't be still in, maybe they are still in timeout. I don't know, don't care really. But they were just on here just to rubbish Katie and Chris, which they may be right. I don't know if they're right or not. But anyway, let's see what happens here.
Sebastian's father, Seth, on the hot seat on national TV and asked him, would he be willing to take a polygraph? He said yes. He did take a polygraph. Straight back out to Seth Rogers. Joining us is Sebastian's father. And now joining us is a renowned polygrapher, Kendall Schule, former head of the entire FBI polygraph program in DC, former special agent with the FBI in DC. He is at Kendall Investigations. Also joining us, Tony Mathis, who is helping Seth Rogers as he walks this very, very rocky path. First of all, let me just get this out of the way. This is a yes, no, Kendall Schule. Did Seth Rogers pass his polygraph?
Yes, he did.
Okay, Seth Rogers, tell me about going and taking the polygraph. We want to hear every single word because I've got a stack of nasty online posts about you failing, about you not going, blah, blah, blah. A lot of trolls chiming in. Let's get to the truth of that polygraph. Seth, what happened?
I showed up early for the polygraph. Mr. Kendall contacted me and told me that he'd be there well before the time that he had stated. So I showed up and I sat in the chair and let him attach those things to me and took the polygraph.
Have you ever had a polygraph before?
No, ma'am.
And what kind of questions did the polygrapher Kendall Schule ask you?
If I had ever wanted to harm anybody, if I ever wanted to hurt my son, if I had ever hurt my son, if I'd ever had anything to do with his disappearance.
Question. You said they hooked you up. What do you mean by that, Seth Rogers?
They put things on my hands. They wrapped cords around me. They had a blood pressure cuff on me to measure my blood pressure, measure my heart rate, my breathing rate, things like that.
How long did it take?
It took a minute.
It took 60 seconds. Could you be precise or more precise? How long do you think it took?
We were there for 3 hours, 4 hours.
That's about right. It's not easy. Okay, sit tight, Seth. And again, thank you for being with us. Out to Kendall Schule, as I told you, former head of the entire FBI polygraph program in DC. Kendall, thank you. When we put out the word that
Sorry, I just want to say that it's not that I think that Seth is lying or anything, but this is. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's just, why is everything so weird in this case? Why is nothing straightforward? Took a lie detector test, it was fine. No, there's got to be all these rumors about everything. There's nothing that is straightforward in this case. And at the end of the day, where is this boy? Where is he? I don't give a shit about the lie detector test. You can't use them in a court of law anyway. So they don't mean anything in one way. I know they're a guide, and I suppose if it helped in the Chris Watts case, didn't it? He took the lie detector test, he failed it. So then the police were able to put pressure on him because he'd failed it. So I understand they've got a value, but where is Sebastian? Where is it? I'm going back to the beginning of this recording again because I missed the beginning of it when I was going to the loo.
When I put Sebastian's father, Seth, on the hot seat on national TV and asked him, would he be willing to take a polygraph? He said yes. He did take a polygraph. Straight back out to Seth Rogers. Joining us is Sebastian's father. And now joining us is a renowned polygrapher, Kendall Schule, former head of the entire FBI polygraph program in DC, former special agent with the FBI in DC. He is at Kendall Investigations. Also joining us, Tony Mathis, who is helping Seth Rogers as he walks this very, very rocky path. First of all, let me just get this out of the way. This is a yes, no, Kendall Schule. Did Seth Rogers pass his polygraph?
Yes, he did.
Okay, Seth Rogers, tell me about going and taking the polygraph. We want to hear every single word because I've got a stack of nasty online posts about you failing, about you not going, blah, blah, blah. A lot of trolls chiming in. Let's get to the truth of that polygraph. Seth, what happened?
I showed up early for the polygraph. Mr. Kendall contacted me and told me that he'd be there well before the time that we had stated. So I showed up and I sat in the chair and let him attach those things to me and took the polygraph.
Have you ever had a polygraph before?
No, ma'am.
And what kind of questions did the polygrapher Kendall Schule ask you?
If I had ever wanted to harm anybody, if I ever wanted to hurt my son, if I had ever hurt my son, if I'd ever had anything to do with his disappearance.
Question. You said they hooked you.
Oh, Seth's eyes, he does look tired, doesn't he? Bless him. I hope he is getting a bit more rest now that he's got the spokesperson, because he has still got these big bags under his eyes. It's funny when he's talking, like even when he's talking now, it's like he's either reading the chat or he's looking at other things. Maybe he just can't switch off. So he's got his collared shirt on because, of course, his new spokesperson, Tony Mathis, has told him to wear a collared shirt now because he's trying to, I don't know what he's trying to do, improve his image. But Seth's image was not. We don't care about someone's image, do we? When someone's got a missing child, you don't expect them to be, pristine, like, you just don't expect them to be, you expect them to sort of look a bit worse for wear. And of course, what he was always wearing before in the interviews was a fine Sebastian t-shirt. Now Tony Mathis wants him to wear a collared shirt. So he's got to wear his collared shirt. But he does look sort of, I mean, he's taken a lot of stick, Seth, now as well, hasn't he? Because of his own actions, personally. That when he decided to unite with Chris and everyone who didn't agree with it could F off, that didn't do him any favours. Apparently he's got to go. Again, this is another rumor come from a YouTube channel. Could be true, maybe not true. If anyone knows the absolute truth, I don't want people saying to me, oh, well, such and such on YouTube said this. If anyone knows the truth for a proper reason, please let me know. But apparently he's got to go back to work, or if he doesn't go back to work, he's going to lose his job. Is that another rumor, or is that true? So many rumors in the, honest to God, this is why, unless something comes out of law enforcement, like the official statement eventually saying that was not Sebastian Rogers on that picture, or like came from the mother of the child who we saw who it was earlier, I believe them. They're very, they're definite, they're real. But if it's not real, if it just goes, oh, well, such and such said it, or I heard this on a channel, or blah, 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 to me, that doesn't mean, or I saw it on Facebook, doesn't mean anything. It's not, it's got to be verified officially. I mean, I'll say, like I said, I've heard that, and I won't say which YouTube channel I heard it from, but I heard it on a YouTube channel. Somebody saying, oh, well, they'd heard that if Seth doesn't go back to work, he's going to lose his job. Do you think that's true? Is it true? I don't know. How would you find out for sure? Probably only Seth could tell you.
What do you mean by that, Seth Rogers?
They put things on my hands. They wrapped cords around me. They had a blood pressure cuff on me to measure my blood pressure, measure my heart rate, my breathing rate, things like that.
How long did it take?
It took a minute.
It took 60 seconds. Could you be precise or more precise? How long do you think it took?
We were there for 3 hours, 4 hours.
That's about right. It's not easy. Okay, sit tight, Seth. And again, thank you for being with us. Out to Kendall Schule, as I told you, former head of the entire FBI polygraph program in D.C. Kendall, thank you. When we put out the word that Seth Rogers would take a polygraph, we contacted you because of your reputation. You quickly agreed, and I thank you for that. Again, this was not free. He was paid to do the polygraph. He owes nothing to anybody, and therefore was not swayed one way or the other. He had never met Seth Rogers before in his life. Mr. Schule, I've looked very carefully at your polygraph report right here. Number one, you start off by saying it was conducted using a comparison question format that meets U.S. government standards. What is a comparison question format? What is that?
It's a format that's well accepted by the polygraph community, particularly the American Polygraph Association. There are certain formats that we can use that are more acceptable, that we know are more reliable, and this was one of those. Certainly a test format that I would want to use to make sure we're doing everything right.
Okay, so I just want to point this out again. Autistic boy Sebastian Rogers cited, Dad says it's him. It's not him. This is just a nut. Why would he say that, Seth? Because maybe he wanted to believe it was him. But, I just don't know why he would say that's him before he knew it was him. And then, of course, there was all that, that poor woman. I said that in one of the other videos, that poor woman who was just walking past her son. Her face is all over Facebook, and, people are sort of taking it off the Facebook post now and everything. But, God, it's like, I just thought, God, just imagine somebody watching a YouTube video or a Facebook thing, and then suddenly they see themselves on there like that. But Seth was convinced it was Sebastian. He said it's him. He said it on more than one occasion, but it could just have been wishful thinking, do you think, by Seth, that he wanted it to be Sebastian, because he wanted it to be. I just hope we're not going to get one day like the news that we've got, about Anna Knizovic. You're sort of hoping against hope that they're alive and well somewhere. And then, of course, now knowing that her husband came out with a suit, went into her apartment and came out with a suitcase, and then she was never seen again, makes us realise that Anna Knizovic, that case is turning into a horror case. It started off as a missing woman, which is bad enough, but you couldn't imagine. But the thought of it, I cannot get over him coming out with a suitcase out of that entrance where I was standing filming. Anyway, I've done a video on the latest update, the police report of why they're charging him with what they're charging him with. And I might release that tonight. Actually, I've done the video already, but what I'll do probably is after this live, I'll release it as a live. I won't be live doing it, but I'll be here on the computer, of course, chatting with you guys, because I do think that that case is going to update so quickly. I need to get that video out, but I will be preparing like a little documentary about the whole sort of case from start to finish. But it sort of made me feel, maybe that's why I've been feeling a bit weirdy. Well, apart from the Micah case and all these cases, they're hard. They're emotionally tough, aren't they, to go through? But I think the Anna Knizovic case, although I don't think that's gained the same attention, globally, and as these other cases like Sebastian, Samantha Murphy, etc. I think the Anna Knizovic case has affected me more because I was there, because I actually went there. And now just thinking it, because I was thinking, he can't possibly come out of here. But, now knowing that he came out with a suitcase, or he came down in the lift with the suitcase. Anyway, you're going to find out about that when I do the live on Anna Knizovic. Sorry, I've gone off the topic. I don't like going off topic. We're talking about Sebastian. Sorry.
To get the correct results, and this is again a format of polygraph that is widely accepted as a standard in the FBI world and in the polygraph world in general.
Now, obviously, that video, that was only 4 minutes 45 seconds long. So that's obviously been cut from a bigger video, a longer video, hasn't it? So where's the rest of the video? Is she going to drip feed it, I suppose, maybe, bit by bit? We didn't see Tony talk at all there. Seth didn't talk much. That was literally a 4 minute 45 video of just Seth talking about the lie detector test. Where's the rest of that video? Where is the rest of that video? Anyway. So that was the next thing I wanted. So we've looked at the debunked sighting of Sebastian. Wasn't Sebastian. We've looked at the Nancy Grace video. Seth passed the lie detector test. And what's the next thing we're going to look at? Oh, yeah, so something else that's happened is quite a lot of people have emailed me about this. Several people, many people actually, have emailed me to tell me about, and I'd seen it on other YouTube channels as well, and not only that, on news channels, because I've got to stop going on this computer and looking. I'm on it too much. I'm like on it, because news never stops, is it? That's something, news doesn't stop. The world keeps turning, and especially when you're dealing with cases from all over. So you've got the British cases, the Australian cases, the American cases. So as soon as one sort of timeline, one day closes, if you like, in one country, it's just daytime in another, and there's news coming out in another country. So it's constant, and I've got to learn how to sort of control that, because I'm nosy. I like to know. It's not only because I'm nosy, which I am, but also I am genuinely interested. I want to see a resolution to cases. So I'm always looking for the next news, but I've got to learn how to not do that and to sort of just switch off. And sometimes you have to switch off, don't you? Yeah, more cases than British Airways. Well, David, you would know because you worked for, well, you did work for British, but you worked at the airport, didn't you? So, yeah, definitely. Oh, so the next thing I want to show you now is somebody is saying that they were talking. I'm glad you said that, DMV, about the podcast, because somebody has said that her podcast that's on tonight has been edited. And apparently, again, rumours, so I'm just saying this is a rumour. I don't know if it's true or not. Somebody is saying that the podcast was edited because Sebastian, Seth was asked, what do you think happened to Sebastian? And Seth replied, hi Jean, Seth replied that he thought Katie had given Sebastian too much medication. This has got McCann overtones, hasn't it? Remember the McCanns, there was sort of talk of that. But now I have to say, I'm going to show you the video of that. I'm going to show you Seth saying that, or what is supposed to be Seth saying that. But in this day and age, is this genuine? Or has somebody put this video together, this podcast together? I just don't even know what's real anymore, to be honest. But anyway, let's have a look. Oh, where is it? Right, I've got to find it. Hang on. Where's it gone? Oh, I've got it on a video. That's why I can't find it. I recorded it just in case it disappeared, because things disappear, don't they? So I recorded this off Facebook.
The following are paraphrased questions and responses from Seth after a polygraph was conducted. What is your theory of what happened to your son, Sebastian? What did Seth say?
He explained to me that Sebastian was routinely taking a sleep aid, and he believes that Sebastian probably wouldn't go to sleep. So his mom, Katie, overdosed him and caused his death. That's what he told me.
I mean, so that is the polygraph guy, isn't it, saying that? So he's saying, and that is definitely Nancy Grace talking, has this been made up by someone? I mean, you wouldn't, I would never be surprised if somebody had just made that, made up that video. But this was on the Sebastian Rogers case Facebook thing, and it was shared by Case Talker, whoever Case Talker is. So there you go. It's the guy, DMV, who was the polygraph guy who was talking earlier. Let's listen to it again.
following are paraphrase questions and responses from Seth after a polygraph was conducted. What is your theory of what happened to your son, Sebastian? What did Seth say?
He explained to me that Sebastian was routinely taking a sleep aid, and he believes that Sebastian probably wouldn't go to sleep. So his mom, Katie, overdosed him and caused his death. That's what he told me.
So what do you think about that? I mean, if that is true, and I'm not saying it is true because I literally do not know. People are saying it was edited out, but do you know what? In this case, I just, honest to God, have not got a clue. And it actually, this, I think out of all the cases that I'm following at the moment, this is the one that makes my head hurt the most, because I just don't know. I don't believe necessarily it was anything to do with Katie. I don't believe necessarily it was anything to do with Chris or Seth. Personally, this sort of part of me thinks something happened to make maybe Sebastian ran away and some harm befell him, or maybe he is alive and well somewhere playing his PlayStation, and it's a sort of Shannon Matthews type situation. But basically, I haven't got and to paraphrase Seth, I haven't got an effing clue what's going on in this case. I think we'll just listen to that one more time and then we'll go off that.
The following are paraphrase questions and responses from Seth after a polygraph was conducted. What is your theory of what happened to your son, Sebastian? What did Seth say?
He explained to me that Sebastian was routinely taking a sleep aid, and he believes that Sebastian probably wouldn't go to sleep. So his mom, Katie, overdosed him and caused his death. That's what he told me.
Yeah, that's interesting what you say, Caroline, and I agree with that. Columbo always suspects those who offer explanations as to what's happened. I think that's true. Sometimes it's like, people just, just if you just don't know. Oh God, I just hope and pray. Now, I was watching earlier. Oh, totally sort of going off. Well, I don't think it is completely going off track. But I follow Summer Wells's mum, Candace. I follow her on YouTube, and she's another one that I'm not sure necessarily that as far as someone else is concerned, in my personal opinion, and again, I have no clue because there's no evidence, just going with, I feel like Summer may have died by accident. I do think she is dead, and I think that Candace knows she's dead, but I don't feel there was any malice. I think that Candace genuinely misses Summer. And whatever happens to Summer, if she did know about it, I think she regrets it. And then she went live earlier. She was on YouTube. She went live. She's been ill. And she was showing the, let's have a look. Might be able to get it up on YouTube. And it just made me think of it. And I thought maybe there was an accident. Maybe there was an accident. And something happened to Sebastian. But I don't understand why Katie would have covered it up. Maybe, I suppose, if it happened, she gave him too much medication or whatever, maybe. And she wouldn't have wanted to go. But see, with the McCanns, I always think they had 2 other children, and they had their reputation as doctors. That's why I think they covered it up, because personally I think they covered it up as well. But with, as far as Katie is concerned, I don't think it would have been like that. See, let's have a look at Candace's YouTube. And to me, I do think Candace loved Summer. And but I do feel that she knows that Summer is no longer with us. That's just how I feel. But anyway, look at this video. Oh. Let's have a look at another one. Let's have a look at the live that I watched earlier. Oh my God, it goes on for 1 hour, 40 minutes. To be honest, well, the beginning of it, it's nothing but just showing the area. It's useful for looking for the area where Summer went missing. Who knows where Summer is now? Her remains. I do think 100% that Summer is dead. I think Candace knows she's dead. But I don't think that Candace did anything deliberately to hurt Summer. I don't think that. Whether Don did or not, I don't know. Maybe he did. I personally think it was some sort of accident. And then there's been a big thing to, cover it up. And this is all allegedly. That I'm saying is just talking what my gut feeling is. And I feel for Candace, because I really do feel like Candace is missing Summer terribly, and I think her conscience is really pricking her. So I do feel for her. But anyway, that's just me. But I'll do an update on Summer soon. I haven't done it. I have done some videos about Summer, but it's been ages, but there's been no new news. So, it's difficult to keep doing videos about something if nothing comes out about it. Anyway. Right, so where am I now? So, what have I done? I've got to keep on theme now. Yeah. So, let me know what you think. If that was removed from the podcast, well, we'll find out tonight. It sounded like it was Nancy Grace asking the question of the polygrapher. He said that Seth said that he thought that Katie, Seth has always, in every interview he's ever done, made us feel like he felt Katie was responsible. Now, and maybe Katie was responsible. What I'm saying is we have no evidence that Katie was responsible. So, and Katie and Chris, we've got to remember, they never say anything bad about Seth. This is something that sort of rankles with me a little bit about Seth is, there are lots of things they could say about Seth. Again, I still haven't gone through the divorce papers. You definitely see a different view of Seth if you looked at the divorce papers between him and Katie. And I still think that Seth is pretty much obsessed with Katie. I think he's still in love with Katie. I do think that. So, yeah, anyway, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, Caroline, I agree. It probably has been removed because it is defamatory. You can't say that. Well, you can say it. You can say it when you sat chatting to someone in your house or whatever, or this is what I think. But you can't go out on Nancy Grace, who gets, God knows how many viewers that she gets, and say that. Nancy Grace can't play that, can she? She'd get taken off YouTube or whatever. So, very strange. So, yeah, so the other thing, quite a few people, and as I say, many people have emailed me about these findings. So there's been some skeletal remains found in well, it's miles away. Let's have a look anyway at the situation. There's been a body found that still had a sock on, though. That's what makes me think it's perhaps not. Didn't Sebastian supposedly disappear with no shoes on? But apparently these skeletal remains, a foot was found by some teenage boys and it had a sock on it. But it's in Rankin County. Well, not knowing the geography of America very well, I'm not really sure exactly where that is. I think it's in Mississippi. So it's not close by, but then people were saying, oh, it's nearby where Chris was staying. I do honestly think that people just dislike Chris so much sometimes. They really want something to turn up horrible about Chris. And maybe it will, but I don't feel like that about Chris. I don't know how. It's not that I don't, that he may be telling lies, or Katie might be telling lies, but I don't get that overpowering feeling. Normally, if I really think someone's telling lies, I really get that feeling. I haven't got that with them, and I don't know why with either of them. Anyway, let's have a look at this video.
Flowwood Pond were mostly bones. But they say there is enough evidence there, though, to give them some idea of who it is and how they died.
We were called to the area. We confirmed that it was
They must know, sorry, just to interrupt. They must know by now, or they'll know soon. Is it a man? Is it a woman? Is it a young person like Sebastian? Or is it an adult? They've got to, these things won't be that difficult to find out. Even if it's just bones, you can tell from the skeleton if it's a man or a woman, or a younger person or an older person. So, those details will be coming out soon, I presume. But a lot of people on Facebook, YouTube, etc., have jumped on this, that this might be something to do with Sebastian.
a human leg.
A discovery made in an isolated pond in Flowwood Sunday into Monday, just now providing new clues. A case started with a couple of teens fishing where they were not supposed to.
I feel very confident that there's enough for a DNA sample.
Rankin County Coroner David Bruce says it's early in the investigation, but the DNA from the person found in the waterway could be used and cross-referenced for starters with a database operated by the feds called the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System, or NamUs. It can access what the general public has already offered.
Genealogical stuff, the ancestry.com, there's so many people that want to know about their family tree that they will take saliva samples, buccal swabs, and submit it. They'll upload their own DNA.
In the case of the Flowwood case, obviously that's unrecognizable.
Dr. Anastasia Holubinko is the state forensic anthropologist.
Even with anthropology involved, when I analyze remains, I can estimate biological sex, stature, age, ancestry from the remains, as well as analyze traumatic injury if that's present.
But in the Flowwood case, the body was badly decomposed. Researchers in the state DNA lab will start the painstaking process of recovering that minute evidence and cross-referencing it with persons known to be missing, perhaps comparing their DNA with those offered by the families of other missing persons.
And in the case of a presumed identification where we think we know who that person is, if a family member is available, we'll ask for a reference sample, and then a profile is developed from that reference sample and compared with the profile from our unknown individual.
Investigators say there is a long checklist to go through of trying to identify this person. They are hoping, though, that the public might be able to help and give Flowood police investigators a phone call if they can. In Rankin County at the State Crime Lab, Scott Simmons, 16 WAPT News.
Okay, so that was one video, but I was sent sort of the videos, but not only that, a lot of people just got in touch with me as well. So a lot of people have mentioned this. I think I've got another video somebody sent, which probably the same person, but as I say, oh, I've lost it. Hang on. I honestly do not think Chris has got anything to do with that. I don't know why, I just don't. But I could be wrong. Of course I could be wrong. Also, they found more human remains now. Yeah, more now. At the end of the day, whoever this person is, some poor soul, this, oh God, wasn't supposed to do that. Some poor soul with, hi, I got change. Some poor soul who's deceased, left this earth. You know, it's not good, whatever, is it? But is it Sebastian? Then somebody else suggested it could be something to do with Caleb Harris, but I don't know how. No, I'm getting lost with the geography a bit because I don't really understand the geography.
While it has not been confirmed whether the remains were female or male as of yet, several law enforcement agencies were called to a pond near 4200.
See, that really surprises me because I think from a skeleton even, can't you tell by the pelvic bone immediately if it's male or female? But maybe they just want to, I don't know, maybe they've got to piece it together. I don't know.
Mangum Road. A fisherman found a leg bone around 7:15 Sunday evening. After confirming the remains were human, law enforcement returned this morning where investigators found more bones, including a skull. The Rankin County coroner was called to the scene to collect DNA. Detective Sean Haddocken with Flowood Police say they're not canceling out any foul play.
This is, again, city property. It is gated with no trespassing signs, no fishing signs. So there is very minimal traffic back here. There are some ponds back here. People know this is a fishing spot, even though they're not supposed to be back here. But it is remote enough that you would need to know of this area.
Haddocken says they will be searching through missing person reports to identify the remains. Now, this is an ongoing investigation. Stay with 12 News on air and online as more information becomes available. Live from the Flowood Police Department, I'm T. McKenzie, 12 News.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's definitely someone, isn't it? It's definitely someone who... Now, didn't they say, so they said there was a sock still, anyway, I don't know. We've got to wait and see, haven't we? So there's definitely, somebody's been found. Some poor soul has ended up in that river. It could be somebody who's taken their own life. You know, a local who decided to chuck themselves in the river. You know, we don't know, do we? So we'll find out. We'll find out now, but will we find out what has happened to little Sebastian? You know, will we find out what happened to Sebastian? Oh God, I just hope it doesn't turn into a Summer Wells case. You know, at the end of the day, it's the same area, isn't it, where Summer Wells disappeared? So, you know, what's going on? Is it because it's very remote areas, aren't there, around? They could see where Candace lives, where Candace and Summer and all the family lived. It's a very, very isolated area. You know, it looks like they've got that beautiful house there, you know, like out in the wilds, and all the lovely forest and trees. And but of course that makes it dangerous in a way. If somebody, you know, somebody dangerous comes along, you know, makes it dangerous. But okay, now I'm going to go, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up the Anna Knezevich video, and it will come out as a live, but it's not live. It's one I prepared earlier, but I'm going to release it as a live, so we'll be able to chat. So I'll be back very soon, very, very soon, within the next hour, definitely. Some of you will still be awake by then, and some of you maybe not. But I hope you'll come and join me for that. It's an interesting update on Anna Knezevich. Her family have been talking, and also it's the actual exact police complaint that tells us a bit more about what David Knezevich, the Knob, that's what I'm going to call him, David Knezevich, the Knob, what he did to poor Anna. Anyway, so hopefully I'll see you very soon. I hope you'll be back soon. Yeah, don't forget the like. Don't forget your fingerprints. Hopefully I'll see you soon, definitely within an hour. Depends how quickly I can get it loaded up. So there's me. I'm addicted, I think, to streaming, but I'll see you very soon in the next video. And for the replay crew, hello replay crew. There'll be people watching this on replay. Hello replay crew. I'll see you very soon in the next video. And until then, as always, may your God go with you. Bye.